What's good, y'all? It's your guy, No Mercy. You know, y'all haven't seen me on this camera for quite a while. You know what I mean? Time for me to get back to my prediction blogs and all that. You know, still been keeping in tune with battle rap, but I just been a little busy. You know what I mean? Y'all probably done seen what I'm doing with Trap House New York. I don't really need to go into details. Y'all know what that is, man. YouTube.com/Trap House New York. Follow the movement, man. You know, but I wanted to give my predictions for Summer Madness 4. You know, it's a couple good battles on here, so just run down the list, give my predictions on what I think and all that. You know what I mean? First up, Arsenal versus Ill Will. I honestly think that's going to be a pretty good battle, just because both of them are aggressive. But I see Ill Will getting that 2-1. It might be able to go 2-1 either way. You feel what I'm saying? It depends on how both of them show up that day. You know, a lot of people know I was never really an Arsenal fan, you know, but I'll say his last maybe 4 or 5 battles been really impressing me, and I'm starting to, you know, finally catch on and starting to become more of a fan of Arsenal. But I also think he switched his style up a little bit to the point where he's punching more now. You know, before it was like a lot of, to me, it was just like a lot of endless rambling with really like no punches, just a whole bunch of filler. But now that he's starting to punch more, his bars are landing to the point where I think they're going to have a good impact. But I still don't feel like his bars have the type of impact that Ill Will's has. You know, we've seen Ill Will against Johnny Alcatraz, B Magic, and those were stellar performances from Ill Will. You understand? So I think that's going to be a real good battle. I think it's going to be a close battle. You know, definitely 2-1 either way. DNA versus Tay-Rock. That's going to be a really interesting battle. That's going to be a real interesting battle. When it comes to cats that are just like the ultimate street battlers, a lot of people will usually have them beating a person like DNA, because, you know, DNA, his whole style is completely different from that. You know, but I also think him being able to freestyle against an opponent that we've never seen freestyle before, I think that's what kind of gives him the edge. So I see it possibly being, I see that being 2-1 either way as well. You know, we know Tay-Rock is known for those incredible second rounds. You know, so we could definitely see Tay-Rock getting that round, or at least getting 1 round clearly. But I still see the other 2 rounds, rounds 1 and 3, being up in the air. You know, and possibly going either way. But I have that being a great battle. You know, Tay-Rock, he get in his zone and he start jumping around and he start hitting you with those gun bars, and them shits be coming left and right. So I think that going up against DNA's freestyling and the way his bars hit, that's going to be a really interesting battle. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Averb versus John McDonald. I'm starting to notice that Averb doesn't really perform that well in New York. You know, it's not that, I don't feel like it's just the crowd biasness, but I feel like he lets certain things get to him during the battle that shouldn't get to a battle rapper. You know, me personally, I've been to a lot of big URL events. I've been to Summer Madness 1, Summer Madness 2. I've been to the small room joints like Any Given Sunday, the Super Bowl Sunday joint, and at all these URL events that I've been to, I've always been surrounded by out-of-state cats, like people from DC, Philly, Chicago, different places like that. And a big URL event, even though it's in New York, I'll say maybe 40% of the crowd is actually from New York. The rest of the people that be there be scattered from all different places. So I honestly don't see the whole biasness when it comes to New York. You understand? So I think what Averb needs to do is just come in and plan to have like his best performance. I see that being 2-1 either way. You know, I see Averb having a really strong round. I see John having probably 2 crazy rounds of just like back to back bars. You know, so I can see that going 2-1 either way. You know, if Averb manages to have just an extra strong round on deck, then it's gonna be a crazy battle. You know, like I said, Averb just need to come correct and not let the whole his history with New York get to him. You know, but other than that, I see that as being a real good battle. Next, B Magic versus Conceited. That's gonna be a tricky battle. You know, B Magic has a consistency. He has consistency where he's punching back to back to back to back. But also, I feel like B Magic is just bars, and he doesn't have much in the way as far as like charisma and personality. You know, someone that while they're on stage, like he doesn't really interact with the people while he's on stage, and I feel like that's a big factor as far as getting the crowd on your side to kind of get them to feel your bars a little bit more. You know, as far as Conceited, he has that. Aside from the back-to-back punches, he also, you know, he plays to the crowd. He does jokes. He gets them to laugh. You know, he talks to the people. So I feel like that's going to be a big factor in this battle. I could see Conceited possibly taking it 2-1, but I also noticed Conceited in certain battles, he'll have a streak where it's like he's doing some great punches back to back to back, and then he'll have like one terrible punch that just like pushes the crowd away. Like if you look at the TRex battle, when he, you know, his first round he was spazzing until he got to this battle is fair and height line, which was terrible. You understand? So I see that being a dope battle. I can see Conceited getting that. You understand? But if Magic does happen to luck up and, you know, get a couple of rounds, you know, 2 rounds, I can possibly see that happening. You know, I wouldn't be surprised because it'd be Magic. You know. Next battle, Charlie Clips versus TRex. 2 of my fellow Harlemites, you know, that's going to be a great battle. You know, it's the whole package versus the whole complete package, if you get my drift. You know, as far as Rex goes, he has performance, aggression, bars, he has haymakers, he has joints that'll shake a room up, you know. But as far as Clips also has the same, but he also has freestyling, which is going to be a huge factor in this battle because both of them are evenly matched. If you think about it, both of them are evenly matched until you get to the freestyling part. You know, Clips doesn't really perform, but with the way his bars land, he doesn't really need to. You know, his bars more than make up for that. So I feel like that's going to be a classic. I think that's going to be a classic battle. 2-1 either way. You know, I see both of them coming with 3 rounds of fire. You know, Rex, he's always consistent. He's always on his A game. You rarely see a Rex battle where he's slacking, and he delivers for all 3 rounds. You know, Clips, especially as of late, he's been doing his thing. He's been being consistent all 3 rounds, giving us a good show. You know, his rebuttals be crazy. He has jokes. So this is going to be a real interesting battle. I got that going 2-1 either way. It's going to be a classic. At least I think it's going to be. You know, last battle of the night, Hitman Holla versus Sous. I'm gonna get right into it. I got Sous winning this battle. You know, I'm a big fan of both of them. You know, but let me break it down why I have Sous winning. Hitman always comes with that super first round. that first round that just shakes the building. He's performing all crazy. He's got his little brother holding him up and all that. Like, he's gonna come with a first round that's gonna be out of this world. You know, he normally has a round like that for all his opponents, but I noticed the opponents he hates the most, he really comes with an intense first round. So I know his first round for Surf is gonna be bananas. The only problem with Hitman is he'll have that incredible first round, and his second and thirds just don't live up. You understand? Like, you can go back and watch a lot of his battles after that first round, with the exception of him battling John and him battling Ore. All his other battles, crazy first round, second and third, not as good. You know, now Surf, the reason I got him winning is because Surf is one that comes with a crazy first round. You watch him versus K-Shine, him versus X Factor, him versus Hollow, even him versus Clips. You know, Sous Surf always has a crazy first round, but his seconds and thirds, they may not be as good as the first round, but it's still enough to carry the battle, where he still has stuff in the second and thirds that are just hitting back and forth. You know, so I see him just, you know, them second and thirds, that the second and third against Hitman, I see him getting those 2 rounds clearly. You know, so I see the first round between Hitman and Surf being very debatable. But aside from that, I feel like Surf is gonna get the second and third. You know, if you disagree, we can agree to disagree. It's all good. You know, overall, I think it's gonna be a dope night. You know, I see everybody possibly coming on their A game. You know, if you think about it, a few of the battles on here, these people been throwing shots at each other for a while. Averb and John, they've been throwing shots at each other for a minute. DNA and Tay-Rock, Hitman and Surf, Clips and Rex, like these are gonna be good grudge matches. Like, I think these are gonna be matches that are actually gonna inspire all these dudes to come on their A game. You know, so I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a dope night, and that's my Summer Madness 4 predictions, man. From now on, I'll be on top of these big events, giving my predictions. If I go to them, I'll do my recaps and everything. But that wraps up my Summer Madness 4 predictions. NoMercyTV.com. Follow me on Twitter at NoMercyHarlem or at NoMercyTV. Still do music videos. Holla at me about those. And I'll see y'all on the flip side, man. Holla at me.